Hi quilters, it's Pam from AccuQuilt. I'm really excited to be here today as we celebrate our 10th anniversary. 10 years ago, AccuQuilt and the AccuQuilt Go fabric cutting system was introduced, and we've been a phenomenon ever since. So in honor of our 10th anniversary, we're coming out with brand new limited edition dies. So this is our brand new limited edition Go Frog. It comes not only with the frog shape inside, but look, a free embroidery download. So all of you who have embroidery machines, you can download those 3 stitches. We give you a motif, a satin stitch, or a blanket stitch, and that's a free embroidery download. Also, you'll notice that our dies are just a little different. They're not our Go Green, but they're actually our 10th anniversary blue. So how fun is that? You want to make sure you get these dies before they're gone. You can get our new Go Leaping Frog die from AccuQuilt.com, or you can check it out at your local signature retailer. So I'm going to show you a pattern that we're going to make using our Leaping Frog. So this is our table runner called Hop to It. We'd like to thank our friends at QT Fabrics for their donation of fabrics. So you can see it kind of looks like frogs and they're in the water, and it's really a fun, easy, quick, maybe a weekend project, okay? So I'm going to start here and show you how we're going to put together this particular project. Now I'm using just scraps of fabric. So think about that, what you have in your stash. This is a great way to use up your stash and your scraps. So first, let's talk about our frog die. So it's going to cut one shape of a frog. Now you can either stack all of the fabric in one direction, and then your frogs will all be swimming in one direction. Or you can fan fold the fabric, and then your frogs will be swimming in opposite directions. Okay, so it's up to you. Just keep in mind that typically we cut up to 6 layers of cotton in one pass, but we're going to add fusible to the back of our fabric before we cut it, so you can only cut 4 layers. Also, remember how we always talk about lengthwise grain, label at your belly, lengthwise grain back and forth through the die cutter? Well, here's the thing. If you're putting fusible on the back of your fabric, you don't have to worry about lengthwise grain. How sweet is that? So I have some green fabric here, and I've already pre-fused the back. Remember, we can cut up to 4 layers of pre-fused. And I'm just going to barely cover this shape. That 2-tone foam shows you where those blades are, so it's really easy to place the fabric on top. I'm going to take my 6x6 cutting mat. Now I'm going to use our Go fabric cutter today. You could also use your Go Baby or your Go Big electric fabric cutter. We're just going to turn the handle. Look how easy that is. 90% faster than with rotary cutters or scissors. Just think how long it would take you to cut out and trace all of those shapes and cut them out by hand. So we're going to slide the mat off, and ta-da! We have our cute little frog. Isn't that great? Now quilters, see those little scraps that are left? Don't throw these away. Just keep them so that you can make other shapes. Maybe you have circles or flowers that you want to cut, or stems and leaves. You can use these scraps to cut those pieces. All right, also included in our little Hop to It table runner, we're going to talk about half square triangles. So you want to make sure you have our 8-inch cube, which comes in our Ready, Set, Go. Comes with that Go fabric cutter, the 8-inch cube. You want to get shape number 3. So these are half square triangles, my all-time favorite shape. There are 2 on the die board. So keep that in mind. If the instructions say cut 2 half square triangles, you actually only need 1 piece of fabric. But we're going to talk about the 2-tone foam and how you can cut up to 6 layers of cotton in one pass. Now it's really important, since we're cutting geometric shapes without that fusible, we want the lengthwise grain to go back and forth through the die cutter. The label is at your belly, lengthwise grain back and forth. So a really kind of easy way to do it is do the pull test. Get that low and wonky, high and tight. So high and tight is right. You want to go back and forth across the die. Ooh, that's pretty tight. All right, I'm gonna lay it right here. Now quilters, if you were just using regular cotton fabric, I'm using batiks, you could put right sides together, and that way when you pull them off the die, they're already cut and ready to get sewn. So I'm going to take my 6x6 cutting mat, labels at my belly. Look how fast and easy that is. 90% faster than with rotary cutters or scissors. Boy, that leaves a whole lot of time to do quilting. All right, so I'm going to pull back here. Now look, I've cut these perfect half square triangles. Now at AccuQuilt, when we cut our triangle shape, we're going to cut off those dog ears for you. So this is a perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. Isn't that sweet? So I'm going to take my 2 pieces, I'm going to sew these 2 pieces together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece of jumper fabric, because if you try to start right here on the point, what's going to happen is that it's going to bury your needle. So I'm going to take my 2 pieces right here. I'm going to start with my little piece of jumper fabric. I love the batiks in this quilt. Makes it look like water. Look how fast and easy this is. Quilters, I would tell you to cut all your pieces first and then sew them together. So not only is it 90% faster to cut them, you can sew them together faster as well. So you could go and chain stitch all those half square triangles together. Take our little scissors and ta-da! Look at those half square triangles. So I'm just going to press. Follow the pressing instructions in the pattern. It's a free downloadable pattern at AccuQuilt.com. It's called Hop to It Table Runner. So now that I've sewn these half square triangles together to make this perfect square, I'm going to follow the rest of the pattern and sew together this really fun, easy table runner. That pattern is free. It's Hop to It at AccuQuilt.com. And here's a thought. So when I look at projects that are really fast and easy to do, I love the tumbler die. So behind us is our tumbler die. This is our 6-inch tumbler. And then look, you could just take and applique frogs all over our tumbler die as well. How fun is that? Quilters, we would love to see your finished projects. You can upload them to AccuQuilt.com. If you're wondering where can you buy the new Leaping Frog die, you can get it from your local signature dealer or from AccuQuilt.com. Don't forget that the Leaping Frog die also comes with a free embroidery download. We'd love to have you follow us on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more.